Hello there and welcome back to Satisfactory. Yes, we're back on Satisfactory, back on our modded playthrough. Going to be continuing where we left off, kind of. A little bit has changed, but yeah, we're back on our modded playthrough. And if you'd like to know what those mods are, the mods list is down in the description section of the video, along with a link to Satisfactory Mod Manager, so you can download and install mods for yourself. Yes. Okay. Just wanted to remove that marker. That was a marker where I had the area I had planned on. What do you call it? The area I had planned on. Putting this train station. There we go. Okay. So yes, like I said, a little bit has changed. In between episodes, I went ahead and built a Caterium train station. I decided to do it off camera because it's kind of a small little side thing. Not really that important to our overall factory, but we did need to bring in more Caterium. We've got a 300, we got a normal node over there. It's currently pulling in 300. We've got another one over here that's pulling in 600, which will get us up to our 1800 that we needed. There's the Caterium inbound train. That's one of them. I don't have the other one built yet. That's just because I don't need any more Caterium ore right now, so this will do. I put a train station over here because it's just, even though it's close, it's a bit of a challenge to try and build correctly. So it was something I'd be happy with, so I just decided to put a train station. Plus, there's water here if I need to. This line will be connected directly to the network, or it is connected directly to the network. And we can do a small water train, should we wish. So I thought, yeah, that's pretty good. Plus, there's also copper down here if we ever need that. I don't think we ever will. I forgot to do that. Oops. It's gonna fix now. Okay. But yeah, we've got a 600 down here for Caterium. Brings it to this lonely train station. And it's been trying to fill up. It was full, and then I loaded up a Caterium train for the outbound, and that now it's having to work hard again. It's funny too, because it only brings back one car at a time to fill up, because everything on that train station, everything's being shoved to the front car, or the front freight station piece, and on here, everything's being shoved to this train station. So yeah, it's getting full though. Looks like it. Looks like we got 2 out of the, or is it 3? 1, 2, 2 out of the 3. Yeah, this one's still filling. Okay, that's fine. So I just quickly built another train station over here. Kind of like a small hub for the Caterium, because eventually, if I do ever need more Caterium ore, I can now plop down a train station and have it be brought here instead of back to the city, and then this will be the only train that goes back to the city. I was just about to test it actually before you guys came along, so let's go ahead and do that. Turn on self-driving. It's already ready to go. We just need to confirm that it works. And let's see. Freaking train. My rail network is insane right now. It's pretty good. I'm loving it. So yeah, this connects to that coal line. I'm interested to see which way this train takes, because as we pointed out before, there's multiple ways for the train to go. So, like I said, I am interested. Oh, we're going to be taking the downward spiral. Okay. Unless it plans on turning around for some reason. Like I said, I don't know. I don't know which way it wants to take here. We're going to go left. Okay, so downward. I can't say that right for some reason. Downward spiral. It is. This freaking thing. I love this thing. Okay. Thought I would just skip the. Probably just gonna skip that spiral there. It's quite boring to watch, just going round and round and round. Oh, so it's gonna be taking the iron route, the iron and copper route. Well, one of them anyway. We've got a few routes into the city. I really should get rid of this route, to be honest, and have the trains come in a different way. Oh, this part of the world hasn't loaded yet. Oh, there we go. That is funny. I still haven't built the freaking supports for that mega highway there yet. Getting there though. Oh hey, the oil train comes down this way. It's so weird that the oil train, or that oil train specifically, comes down that mega spiral to go to then go back up to the city, taking the mega highway route, or one of the mega highways inbound, I guess. But it takes that route, right? And then when it leaves, it takes the other route to get back. It's so weird. Because these trains, they calculate, if they have multiple routes to go, they will calculate the fastest route. Basically, the least amount of distance, or the distance way. Yeah, it's not the fastest route. They just calculate distance. It doesn't matter about time, how long the train takes to get there, as long as it's as long as it's the shortest route possible for the train. And I guess the oil, the second oil rig that we built to collect oil, which is also a kind of a hub station as well, slightly. That one specifically must be like right at the tipping point between the one direction and the other direction. So interesting, very interesting. Okay. Sorry about the flashing. I had my camera in the wrong position. Hitting all the foundations. The next time I go to build a train tunnel, I am going to build a 2.5 tall tunnel. Basically what that means is 2 walls and a half wall, so a 6 meter, or no, that'd be 4, 8, 10, that'd be a 10 meter tall tunnel, rather than the 8 meter that I've been going with on some of this. A lot of this up here is actually a lot taller because I've started, the train couldn't stop. No brakes. That is funny. Surprised this. Oh, I was gonna say, I'm surprised it's taking the long way around then. Oh my gosh, look at the FPS is so bad right here. There's so much going on. It's great. Good. I'm glad the train the train made it. And I don't mind the route. It can take whatever route it feels best. Whoops! I forgot to set that to unload. So it's now going to load up. Sorry. I forgot. That was my bad. I'll change that here once the train leaves. Can't change it now. The train station is not available for you to mess with while it's loading or unloading. Okay. So yeah, we need to set that to unload. 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 And unload. Okay. Yeah, I forgot to set that. Just one of them things. I'm surprised that it took that much from the system as well. The train cars, they're definitely full. Huh. It might be a mod thing. That the train stations now, because the train stations are fix-it approved train stations, and the trains are modded. It might be a case of that the train station cannot hold as much as the train can anymore. The train can hold more than the train station can. So then the trains will always be full, which is I'm actually fine with that, to be honest. Oh, we're actually pulling. Oh, look at that! I forgot to upgrade this. Oh no, it's just Oh, it's going so fast that it looks like it's going slow. That's a Mark V. Okay. I was just like, man, I forgot to upgrade that. No, it's going so fast that it's going slow. Where is this belt going? Okay, no, this is an input belt. This is the one coming from it's coming from over here. Oh, that one's not marked. Wait, really? Huh. Wait, can you turn some of them off? I didn't think you could. Oh, wait, what? Oops. I turned some of them off. Unclaimed, unclaimed, unclaimed. Yeah, it doesn't matter. What the heck? Yeah, Caterium's not on here. Oh, how interesting. If it... What? Can this not scan? No, it can scan for Caterium. It's right there. Why is that one not on the map? Yeah, there's one right here. What? Okay, that's weird. Yeah, why is that one not on the map anymore? Yeah, Caterium right there. Oh, I was standing in the train. Yeah, claimed and unclaimed. Yeah, that one's not there. Yeah, there's one over here, which we showed you, didn't we? Oh, we did. We'll go up this way. That is weird. I don't think I've ever encountered that where a node wasn't on the. Oh my gosh, we got like 15 FPS here. Holy crap! Like it's so jittery. Well, it's not exactly like low. Well, it is low FPS, but it's like it's weird. Yeah, we got one right over here. Yeah. This one right here. Yeah, it's not on the map. Weird. That is strange. I don't think I've ever encountered that. They must have just forgot to add it. Or, oh, does the scanner not reach this far? Never mind, I'm an idiot. Hold on. Do we have enough for a tower? We could put a tower out here. I mean, it's not the greatest place to put a tower. Like, you'd more or less put it, like, up there. I mean, we could definitely do it, I suppose. I don't usually put towers where there aren't structures, though, of some kind. Maybe we'll wait until the, what do you call it? The power station out there is built, and we'll work on that. Okay, never mind. I'm stupid. Leave it in, though. Leave it in. We're gonna leave it in. I always like to leave my stupidity in the videos because it's so funny. It's so funny when I screw it up that badly. Anyway, so that's the only thing that's changed in between episodes was me doing Caterium more, because we only had 900 coming in and now we have 1800 coming in, and we're consuming 1800, so you know, that works. Last time if we weren't here, we had finished all the main lines of the of all of this stuff. So we've got everything for constructors right here, pretty much, as well. So lots of stuff to add. This is what we're going to work on. Of course, we're going to work on the center for today. I think we got everything on this line, don't we? We've got the modular engines and that and that. So we got, so it should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, we got all 6. Okay. Just making sure. Apparently thinks I have Alt clicked down. Again. It happens. Okay. Have to get rid of all the beams. I'll have to get rid of that one though, just the 3. Okay. So it should be just them. There we go. We don't run into any issues. Oh, I need more sheets. We're definitely going to need more sheets this episode. So today, basically, if you haven't figured it out yet, the plan is to bring all of the materials, as many as we can, at least within the episode, of course, to bring as many as we can into the central storage area. We're going to get them all brought up to the center building, and then we're going to get them on the wall of the building, and then we're going to lift them up into their respective containers. Now, the way they're organized currently is the way they're going to go into the central hub area. That's the way they're going in. There is no oh, well, we'll put this one over here and this one over here. We're not going to be that'll turn into a mess real quick if we try to swap and change positions. So basically, the one that's in the center, that's going straight towards the building perfectly, and it's going to go straight up, it's going to go into that container, and then so on and so on around the circle. So that's how I'm planning on doing it. Now, it may still turn into a mess, but it won't be as much of a mess if we try to organize it. Because that's way too much work. I like how I'm gesturing with my hands and you guys can't see me. I don't know. I have this bad habit of doing that, gesturing with my hands, and then realizing that oh yeah, you guys can't even see that. So why am I even doing that? I'm a hand gesturer because that's a thing. It's a thing now. If it wasn't before. Oh yeah, I forgot about this little power pole. Let's get rid of that. Yeah, it's because we were working on this and I needed some temporary power. Eventually I'm going to get around to putting those power poles up. After update 8, I'm going to be looking for another specific mod. I'm pretty sure there's one out there, but I want a mod that puts a light source on the power poles. That way we don't have to have street lamps. I don't know. I think that would be much easier because the daisy chaining with the lights is fine until you need to use that particular light to connect to something else other than anything else that isn't a light. Or you need to connect to a light and then something else. That's what I mean. Yeah, that's a real pain. This is a real pain as well. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop this down. I forgot about this. So this is the only connection to this building currently. And then we'll connect it to that. I might make this the input. Oh wait, no. I can't do that because of the floor. Yeah, so let's have to... Let's have to deal with it. Okay, so from here, it's going to go straight to a lift, a conveyor lift. So what we're going to do is we're going to do this. Oh, can I not? Uh-oh. We might be in a spot of bother here. Yeah, because the wall is not going to be... Okay. We're going to have to do this then. These are just temporary anyway, but... Alright, I got it. We'll just use the micromanager to help us out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to be using these foundations to put a lift where I want the lift, which is up against the building. And then obviously go up and lift into that current container. God, yeah. It's going to be a mess for a little bit until we figure things out. Because also we've got another slight issue to be mentioned, is that there is 2 containers on top of each other in the center of each wall. That's not even true. There's 4 containers on the center of each wall. So how am I going to do that? What we could do is we could reserve very specific ones. Like we reserve this quarter or so of containers to this specifically, and then reserve that. I need to get that wall that got placed inside. There we go. It's like that's what we could do. We could like reserve. Like location. Yeah, we could reserve it, specific ones. Like I said, it's not going to be totally organized. I'm not going to have all the ingots in one location, and then I'm not going to have all the respective stuff that they make and stuff like that all organized. It's not going to turn out that way. That's going to be near impossible to do without turning it into complete spaghetti. So what we are going to do is we're just going to lift up to the closest containers, essentially. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to have 4 lifts per wall. I mean, that's what it's going to end up being. Oops. That is what it's going to end up being. Is 4 lifts per wall. Okay. We're going to have to, somehow. I don't know how we're going to do it, but we are going to do it. Like I said, 4 lifts per wall. It's going to be a pain. What I might end up doing is we might have to... what are we going to do? We can't... I didn't... Yeah, this is not something I had planned on thinking about before. Yeah, that's not going to work. We could have 1, 2, 3, 4, but then because we can have 4 wall holes or 4 floor holes per floor, but getting them connected to the containers is going to be next to impossible at that point. Because then you would go, okay, well, if I'm going to do that, then I'm going to have like this. Hold on. So if I'm going to do that, I'm going to have like these lifts like this. This is just an example. I don't know how I'm going to do it, but let's see how this would work in this scenario. As you can see, I'm already having trouble. Yeah, we can't have that. Lifts going into each other like that. Okay. We could double stack. Then. We could do this. Hold on. Doop. Where is that? It is 5. I think it's here. I want these touching, but not... No, not like that. Okay. So here then. Oh, the only problem is this foundation's not going to be here. Oh, that's... Well... I mean, over here it'd be okay. We just have to remove the walls temporarily like these. And then get our foundations in there, put these in. Ooh, that's going to be a pain in the butt, though. That's going to be fun. Oh, wait. But not necessarily, though, because we can use the foundations up here in order to make that happen, and then just use the smart mod in order to bring them back down. Okay. So, yeah, what we could do is we could do this. This would also work just fine. So we select 4 things that'll go on this wall, and we bring those 4 things up through the floor. Obviously, I don't know where they're going to end up, to be honest with you. Because I don't know how it's gonna all work. So then we get rid of their respective windows for a temporary moment. So then you say you would have, in order to make this work, you would need a 7. So it could connect like this. We could have both like this, and then these like this. Although that will connect. Huh. Yeah, that will connect. Will it connect on both sides? You hear that noise? That will connect like that. Huh. If the game allows it. I mean, I'm not 100% fond of it, but it's the tight spot that we're sitting in. Well, look at these walls glitching over here. But in the tight spot that we're sitting in, it might be worth it, you know? I can't put that. It might be worth it to connect to that. Now we'll have to get rid of these, of course. I think I put these back. Do I have the... I don't know if I have the inventory space. There's only one thing I can get rid of. Well, there's a few things I can get rid of. Let's do that. Oh! Thought I was going to take some damage then. I was paying attention to my remote detonator. It's like, oh, the textures on that didn't load correctly. It's like, I'm falling. We can get rid of that one. And this as well. And this have too many. Have too many of them as well. Yeah, because we're going to end up with concrete and we're going to end up with other stuff. So. Or concrete and plates. Yeah, here we go. One day I'm going to compile all this, get it all organized. Sync what I don't need and whatnot. We'll figure it out. That's for another time, though. I was about to go, wait a minute, I can get rid of the stuff. Yeah, we need to work on this. My power. There we go. Well, close to this building, I'm actually fine. Just okay. Okay. So, yeah, then we'll go around and get rid of these walls temporarily. Wait a moment. How am I gonna... That's another question, too, is... How am I gonna get the stuff on this? These floor holes won't go on this. I mean, we could put a foundation in. Under or behind it. To make it work. what would it be? It'd be like a 4 meter probably, huh? In order to work that out. Oh, here's the floor holes for this one. Oh, the floor holes are not even on this level. Oh, because it's... okay. So I have to get rid of this inner ring. I'm fine with that, because you can't see it anyway. Yeah, we'll get rid of this inner ring here. Like I say, you can't see it anyway. It's being blocked. Okay. So will this work? Is the question. But it has to work for both spots, though. So that basically means, yeah, that's not going to work. Not at that size. Like I said, that's going to be difficult. It's going to be difficult to make work because of that. Like it'll work for this one potentially, but it's not going to work for the other. And I definitely don't want to have them just falling. I don't want them having to or going into the wall per se either. So it's like we got to figure out one that's gonna bring them both in at the same time. Of course, it might be a case of moving this up. Okay, so that'll work for those. The only problem is getting those hooked up like that. How are you gonna... Okay, yeah, see, that one works, but the other one doesn't. Okay, but if it's a 4 meter, then it will work. What if it's a 4 meter... I'm curious about something. What if it's a 4 meter up top? Like this. And instead of... Like, say we replace this outer ring with 4 meters, right? That's not going to work either, because... Yeah. But we could potentially get it there by doing this temporarily. But then that's still not going to work. That's high. That's too high. That's a mod. So essentially it would be like this. Yeah, because it's on the edge. The outer floor holes are on the edge right there. You can kind of see them. Yeah, that would only work for 2. And if we bring it down, it just sticks. Organization. Let's get rid of these. Okay, so if we do it like this, and then we put our logistics in. Oops. It still doesn't work. Yeah, that's still not high enough. And like I said, we can't do... I wish I could place these on the walls themselves. That would be cool. But it doesn't allow for that. Huh. I was thinking about using a ramp, a 4-meter ramp. That probably won't work though, because these are 8-meter slopes. But we'll give it a go anyway. Now, I can already see it not working. Okay, so in order to make this work, it's going to have to be... So we're going to need like a 2-meter here, and then an upside down 4-meter? Maybe? Like, it'll be very odd. We just need to figure out a spot where these work. Oh. So I thought, never mind, I thought something else entirely. I mean... Okay, so 2 meters not enough. I have an idea, but it's going to be a pain. It's going to be an actual pain to do, but it will work. Because floor holes can be moved with the micromanager mod. So let's say we do this, right? Okay. They're going to be moved down. Then we put our wall back in. Well, after we move them, of course, we'll test that. Okay. So these need to be moved down, so we go... Now everybody remember our moves here. So we go down 1. Right? That's not enough. Okay. So then we go down 2. Because the inside doesn't matter what it looks like. Because no one's going to see that. Don't know if I like that. We could do a 2-meter. 2-meter will give us a little more working room. So we go foundations 2-meter. Yeah, 2-meter will give us a little more working room because of the slope. Okay, so we already know that immediately right off the bat, we're going to drop this down 1 meter. Okay, and that will work. Alright. So the farthest outside one goes down 1. So then that means this one goes down 2, right? Or there's going to be more. Take your bets. Okay, so it's going to go down 3. Three. So that's 3 moves downwards. 3 meters. 3 meters, and that works. Now, I mean, it doesn't exactly. It's kind of weird looking, but I think it's okay. I think I can live with that. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we'll do that. All right. Let me get rid of... Well, actually, no, I don't want to... I'm not going to get rid of those. But we are going to get rid of all these. Now that we know... So it's 1 and 3. I'm glad we can put these back. If we couldn't put these back in the exact spot, I'd be rather angry. Okay, so then we go around. We're going to go around and put the 2 meter all the way around there. Okay, so now that that's done, so I guess now we just place these floor holes all the way around. Yeah, let's do it. Alright, now that all of those are placed, so now we just gotta lower them, huh? So we're probably gonna lower them all. Or should we? Nah. Nah, we shouldn't. That'll just confuse things. Just go around and select all of these. It takes a while to place all these, I tell you. And then the coordination of placing them is such a pain. It is an absolute pain in the butt. So many. Select them all. Oh, at least the outside ones. Autosave coming. No. Okay. Onwards. The crap have I could swore I made a circuit already. Oh my gosh. That's how many floor... Look at the left. See the clipboard on the left? Selected 68, 69, 70. There's 70 floor holes. Well, 72 floor holes are on each ring. Jeez. Alright, Control K. There we go. Only can be done with the micromanager. Alright, 70 floor holes again. I don't know why some of them turn orange. Not exactly sure why. I'm still control left clicking, so like I said, yeah. It doesn't make any sense why some of them turn orange, but yeah, whatever. So back to gotta get ourselves back to 70 now. Freaking FPS, man. It's crazy. But it's fun. I don't know if it's fun for you guys, but it's just like, yeah, the FPS sucks, but meh. You know? That's about all I have to say about that. Like, sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. I notice it's much better when I'm not recording. So maybe I'm thinking that it's CPU related. Because that's what takes up most of the CPUs when I'm recording, so that could be. I have an i7, by the way. In case you were wondering about that. Probably nobody was, but just in case. Alright. So that connects all of them. So now we gotta delete the... we gotta delete all these. Round we go. This is why I put all those connectors on the inside for electrical. Is so that I can build on this thing on the outside without any issues worrying about losing electricity or anything. As long as I'm close enough to the building, everything will be a-okay. Alright. So now we just got to get our lifts connected to this as well. Which is a little bit of a problem because... Let's see. We'd have to move them all in if we wanted to fix that issue. And then connecting them to these are going to be a pain as well. I don't know how I'm going to do that, if I even can. Yeah, I can. Okay. We can connect those. That's good. But yeah, I want to move them in, but to touch this wall, but I don't think I can do that. I don't think that is even possible, considering. Because we can do the conveyor lifts until we get to the slope bit, and then we can slope them up in. Maybe. Like if we point them this way, we might be able to just directly connect them to more lifts. Yeah, that's something I didn't think about. Okay. That way I don't have to be like that far away from the wall. And that'll work. Okay. So now that we got those all erased, now we need to go in here I'm going to remove these just so I can easily get in there. Now we need to place all these floor holes. Now, I was thinking about it, and it's like, I could have done this a little bit better, but I was already mostly done when I did it, so we're going to do it the hard way. Unfortunately. We got to place the four floor holes here. We also got to place two floor holes up there. So that should be fun. Let's do it. Alrighty then. That is everything there. So now we just got to get the lifts in place between the floors as well as to the containers. So I took the liberty of doing the ones above. So those containers upstairs are all connected. Now we're just going to do the bottom floor. That way I didn't have to go back up there, and you know how lazy I can be sometimes. Yeah, so this is what I've been doing, was I was connecting that one there, and then I connect the next one like this. And then I just go around and do that as well. So next one, and so on and so forth. And then the other one we're going to have to do backwards because it's going to take up all the space between that and the window. So, alright. So we'll get those placed down. And then we'll move on to going underneath. Okay, so now that that's done, all we got to do is... so basically I'm going to be building backwards. And we're going to do this. Oh wait, I need to do these first. That's right. Completely forgot about that. So I'm going to do this, and I think this will connect. It will. So yeah, we can do that. Connect those, and then I'm going to do something similar down below as well. Since these connect like this, this is how you can get lifts to connect right up against each other, and even inside of each other partially they will connect as well using floor holes. Floor holes are a good way to put the lifts up against stuff and put lifts where you need them as well, which is really cool. Okay. Sorry, I had to BS my way through that autosave. Just because I was talking about the lifts and stuff. So, anyway. Ooh, excuse me. That's what we're going to do right there. Alright, let's do it. Okay, that is every single one of those. Oof. It's starting to become a very, very big project. But yeah, now they're all connected on all the sides now. So you can see all the lifts going all the way to each one of them. Every single lift. Such a pain. But it is getting connected. So now I just got to connect all of these pain in the butts. These ones don't matter which way they face. I don't suppose it matters. Although I will try to face them outwards. Like this, I guess. Yeah, I will try to face them outwards. But once we get these built, then we can put the walls in place and stuff like that. So, yeah, give me one moment. Probably like 30 minutes. Holy crap. Alrighty. I have very carefully and meticulously connected every single one of these together. That actually did take a while because it was, I had to rotate each one every single time. Didn't matter what order I went into, didn't matter what, if I connected from top to bottom or bottom to top, it didn't matter, I had to rotate it anyway. Every single one of these had to be rotated. And I had to make sure that I was connecting to them and not just putting a lift through the foundation and whatnot. So, yeah, very carefully, very meticulously, very slowly connected every single one. Which is what all those mean, the same thing. But anyway, so now we'll be able to put our walls back, finally. We don't have to worry about them anymore. Yeah. So I just gotta put all my walls back. Yeah. Okay. Now that all the walls are back in place, yeah, Now we got to get all these lifts. So here's the hard part, right? It's like, how do we get these connected to a way to where everything is able to connect properly and actually look decent? Yeah, it is going to be a little bit of a pain to try and figure this out. Just a wee bit. Just a wee bit of pain and suffering is about to occur. Crapolas. 4. Yeah, I don't know how I'm going to do this, to be honest. I don't have a plan for this. Because we got to get them connected up there. And in order to connect those lifts to these lifts have to be placed where they're going to be. So, and how they're going to point. My original plan was to bring it to the center and then follow the wall to its next position. The only problem with doing that is there's no way. There's no way. But the two current ones... See, this one's perfectly center, which I don't like. It'd be better if they weren't centered like that. Although they are centered along the main baseline. So I think it's going to be a little bit of a spaghetti in order to get these connected. I am tempted to remove this line of belts just to connect it and see how everything's going to connect, and then see if we can build a system for them to connect. It's like, rather than... Look at all the items I'm going to get back. Remove that foundation piece. Excellent, connected to all the items. So strange. Yeah, I think I'm going to just do that. We're just going to remove all the... Oh, we couldn't fit it all. Okay, let's... The closest sink is over here. Let's go wash our hands of this random crap in our inventory. So this... Sort. This. I had to go back and get rods and plates as well. That's why there's so many. It's because that all them wall holes and stuff were expensive, as well as aluminum sheets. We had to go back and grab. Okay, yeah, that should be good. I think I got it all. At least as far as like some of those obviously just stacked with the other stacks, so I'm not too worried about it. Just I don't want ingots or anything, mainly. Oh, there's no electricity between that point and this point. Holy crap, the FPS. I might have to turn my game down. I wonder if I can do that. Let's see. Let's lower some video settings. Texture quality. Let's go to high. That'll definitely make a difference. Kinda. It's a little more smooth. Yeah, we'll go with that. We'll have to. Although it is a lot more blurry. Look how blurry it is. And I got motion blur turned off, I think. Desync. Yeah, motion blur's off. Yeah, it might be just because it's lagging so much. Turn this to medium. Yeah, that doesn't really change much, does it? I mean, it's still, like, blurry as all hell. But it'll be a little smoother to watch. Yeah, we'll just have to go down to high texture quality. It's just because my my CPU is working overtime while recording and whatnot, so that's the cause of that. I think, anyway. Okay, so now that those are disconnected, we can then figure out a way. Okay, so we got this one, so we could do like this. That's what I'm thinking. That's still doesn't work though. We might have to raise up on these. Like put a 5 here. Just so we can have that. Like I said, it might be a little bit of a spaghetti here. I'm not happy about it, but I don't really see an alternative currently. Maybe an alternative will present itself eventually. Yeah, and then so on and so forth, basically. So basically, then the next one or the next set is going to be 4. Two. And then these 3 and 4. Of course, I'm just going to put the lifts in temporarily. I'm still debating on what I want here. Wait a second. Oh, whoops. It's not one-way, it's two-way. This is why I didn't want the materials connected. Because I want to be able to connect this. Okay, so then the outside ones are going to be like that. So then... Yeah, you see what I mean? It's going to be... Whoops. No, it's not correct anyway. It's going to be a little bit weird getting these connected. Like I said, I don't really see an alternative currently that's going to help us connect to these. So I can't put 4 lifts side by side on each of those. I mean, I can, but it won't be up against the wall like I want. I mean, I probably could get it up against the wall like I want. It'll be weird, though. Maybe that's not so bad. But the system that we just built, we got to connect to that. That's the only way that one's going to work. Because it's not going to work any other way. Because if we put 4 lifts side by side, we're not going to be able to... We'd have to connect it with belts, and that just wouldn't work because they're too close. We'd need more space, and that's, like I said, that's just not going to work. So, yeah, this one... Yeah, this system is just... The system's just not designed correctly. Ugh, excuse me, I'm tired. I might have to give a think on this. And as I do encourage, if you guys want to weigh in, you always can at any point. If you ever have any ideas or whatever, well, maybe somebody will come up with something good. And of course, I'll definitely be the first one to say, "Hey, this person came up with this idea. That's what we're going to use." Like I do not deny help. Usually. And if I do, I'd like give a reason or whatever. But I'm definitely not one to go, no, stop helping me. The only time I don't want help is when it's like, if it's going to be like spoiler related, I guess. Okay, what if we put that lift at that height, right? But then we put... Oh, we can do this. That'll work. It'll be weird, though. Yeah, we more or less need the lifts to be on the outside. Or further away from the wall. I'd have to build... If I wanted to do that, I'd have to build a secondary set of walls, which... To be honest, I probably wouldn't mind doing. It'd be a pain, though. It definitely would be a pain. Because the wall would be there. So it'd be half a foundation. So we'd have to build this foundation in halves in order to make that work. Okay. Let's give that a shot and see if it works any better. The reason I say that is because this is what the next one's going to look like. If I try this method. That's what it's going to look like. It looks cool, but it wouldn't look cool with the materials going through it. It would look disastrous, and I'm not a fan. Okay, so what we'll have to do is we'll move them out, the half foundation. I mean, I suppose it don't matter if it's at that height or not. Okay, let's delete all this. I was hoping to hook this up today, but we've definitely run into some challenges so far. So it'll have to be a later date that we hook up to all this. Okay, so what we do then is we'll let's just use this one as an example. So basically what we'd have to do in order to make this type of plan work is we have to use a half foundation. Of course, we're going to have to micromanage it. There we go. So we use a half foundation, and then we use another half foundation. And then what that allows us to do is not only put the lifts here. Let's see. So if I take a 4, or would it be a 5? I'd have to do 6. I'd need this... Why is that pivoting like that? Oh, hello. There I am. Look at me. In the top left. So then it'd be this. I don't know if this is going to be enough, though. Will this go straight up? It will. It will go straight up into that first one. How would the other one work, though? Okay, so if we have... Let's build it. Let's just build it. Just build it. Build it. Just build it. Build it. Okay, so then you have this here, right? Don't worry, there's going to be a wall behind these. Alright, just temporarily, let's put a 4 down. That way we have something to connect to. Okay, they're still going to overlap this way. Okay. Oh, we have to connect to this top one first. So that's going to be there. Okay, so these are in the wrong spot. That's why it didn't work. These need to be here. So that will keep everything from going crazy. Because the first 4 belts are going to be perfectly straight. which I do like. It's really freaking... Oh my gosh, I hate it. I hate it so much. The freaking motion blur is insane. Right, so how would we connect that? Connect it like this. We could connect it like that. No, that won't work. I don't know why I thought that would work for some reason. Yeah, this is our other challenge. To get these connected to these. What is that connecting to? What if we get these lifts up here first? Yeah, because I want these to be like this. Obviously. This is connecting to something. Oh, it's somehow it's connecting to that lift there. We could do a conveyor merger, I suppose, to get those connected together. I wouldn't mind doing that. They are very, very close. Okay, so then the next set would be... Like I said, these conveyor pole things are the only temporary to basically take up the connector for the lift itself, or try to anyway, and just enough so where I can do this. The freaking motion blur is driving me insane. Ah! It lags now. Like, it lagged before, but never that badly. Now it's just non-stop. Yeah, that motion blur sucks. Sucks balls. So then, yeah, like I said, we get a... Okay, so these are going to be... Those conveyor lifts are going to be still overlapping, but nowhere near as bad. And actually... I'm not too disappointed with that. The way this is currently. I might leave it, to be honest. Okay. So then the next question. So we don't need these anymore then. These can go. Because we no longer need to put belts on top of each other in order to make that work. So then the next question is these. Okay, we'll send this one because there's one. That's the other issue is the way these belts are placed. They need to be placed either side. I wonder if I can make that happen. It'll be strange, but. Then we can at least get the 4 belts correct, rather than them being all weird. But then they'll be all weird up here on top of the thing. The only way to fix it would be to shift the entire freaking system over one. That would be insanity. It can be done, but it would literally take me days to do that, like literal days. Ugh. That would just take me days. I don't want to think about it. Okay, so now the question is, do we shift it to the left or to the right? Probably to the right, I think. Yeah, shift it to the right. Yeah, because then that'll put all of the ingots, except for this one. That put all these 3 ingots on the same thing, which is fine. Okay, so Alt L. There we go. So then what that's going to look like is like this. It's going to be slightly off. Now I could try to micromanage it. I could try to. It would take some rehooking up, but what I could do is go into Satisfactory Calculator, and just like we moved the one part of the city in order for the superhighway to fit where it is now, we had to move it over like 3 foundations. Like 3 entire foundations doesn't sound like much, but when you're moving like we moved entire factories, including the power station, in order to accomplish that. And that was just with Satisfactory Calculator. That's not a mod, by the way. That's a website. Link down in the description below. I'm self-promoting. Or, not self-promoting. I'm promoting for Satisfactory Calculator, apparently. No. The Satisfactory Calculator is a damn good tool. There's no reason I shouldn't be able to promote it for free. It's so worth it. It's so worth having people use that. If you don't know, Satisfactory Calculator is the ultimate tool to Satisfactory. There's a lot of stuff you can do with it. Lots and lots of stuff. Yeah, so that's going to put that over there. So yeah, what I might do is I might shift this entire belt system over a meter. We'll shift it to the south a meter, and then what I have to do is I'm going to have to reconnect all of this back up. Everything's going to be extremely confused. We'll have to rebuild the entire underside system where everything connects and everything runs in order to make that happen. But we'll make it work. We will make it work. Maybe. I'll have a think. What I might do is I might temporarily do it and then see how it looks and see how much work it's going to be, and then I'll decide whether or not to do that. But if we can get it shifted over, then everything's going to look much better. Let's see how this belt system is doing. See, I think this belt system didn't split the center like that one did. See how this one's either side of the center? Let's see what this one looks like. This one might need to be moved too. No. No, I think that's let's grab a 4 meter and give it a test. I think it's split. Yeah, that looks like it's split correctly. Okay, so that one got split correctly. What about this one? This one also split correctly. No, it didn't, actually. No, it did. This one didn't either. Okay, so 2 of them are correct and 2 of them are incorrect. I didn't ever think about this, so this is like late game stuff. I'm going to have to rebuild some systems. That one won't be as hard because, for one, it's not as long, and for 2, there's not a whole lot to it. This one's going to be the nightmare to try and fix. I mean, we could just suck it up and do this, but I would rather not if I can. So if we shift it to the right, that would make this one here. This, okay. Like I said, it really doesn't matter what comes down these belts, just as long as it's connected properly. So then it's going to look like this. It's actually not bad, you know? That's actually not bad. I like that. I mean, obviously, it's going to be a problem when we start getting into this side, like the really far side ones, but the very beginning ones are going to be really nice. What we might have to do is we might have to go to the thing and then go around the ring and connect. That might be something we'd have to do, but this looks really nice. It does overlap a little bit right there in between, which I think each one of them are going to overlap a little bit. But it's not looking too bad, I must say. I just wish these connected. Could do something about that. I wonder if it would work. Just a quick test. So we do a conveyor merger, right? Because you can place conveyor mergers on lifts. No, that wouldn't work. What I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to put a foundation right there, and then go around and put a foundation, and then connect the lifts into that the conveyor merger. And the reason I'm going to use mergers is because actually I might use splitters. You know, splitters might be better. Because then we don't have to worry about multiple lifts trying to connect to one thing, just the two that are needed. So I've had troubles with mergers and splitters before in the past if they're too close to each other. Sometimes they'll connect unintentionally. It's kind of funny. Look at that wrench. That wrench is no longer a wrench. I just noticed that. So if I turn the texture quality back on to Ultra, now that's what is that render distance then? Huh. Yeah, you see how that's crazy. What? Yeah, the tool is related to render distance, not... Oh, how interesting. Yeah, there isn't much of a change, to be honest. It's still laggy, it's still glitchy, it's still laggy, it's still... We can always test by looking at these, seeing how fast they go. So we can test that real quick. I don't think... It speeds up for a minute and then slows back down. Yeah, it seems like the lower quality is much more... something's wrong with these video settings. Something's not working like it should. Hold on, let's see. Texture quality, Ultra. Like when I turn it on to Ultra, it's not... See, the motion blur's gone now. Like there isn't much of a difference between... It just seems to come and go. The lag. Like I said, yeah, we've tested this before. There's not much of a difference. But anyway, this will be for next time, I suppose. I might do some more building on this system to try and get everything connected up now that we kind of know what we're gonna do, and then maybe I'll figure some stuff out along the way in between episodes. I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to do it, but we'll see. If I have the time, I will. But that is going to be it for this episode of Satisfactory. So we'll focus on this some more, like I said, next time. We'll get some more stuff connected, start getting central storage where it needs to be, and then we can just come here when we need something, and we can just grab it, rather than going to the factory where it's being made. But that'll be good, and it'll be a lot easier for us. But like I said, that is going to be it. So I do hope you enjoyed, And until next time, I guess it's a goodbye.